Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very special bonus game episode of Between the Lines. It is a fifth Wednesday, and that is tradition around here for me to choose a game that I'm pretty sure will torture the other ladies on this podcast and then make them play it.
You've been like giggling way too much about this.
I've got a doozy this week. It is one we've played before. It's one I'm pretty sure no one enjoyed but me. So here we go. We're coming back to it. Happy summer, everybody. I have asked the ladies to come prepared with something to write on and write with. Is everyone prepared for that? Okay. We are going to be revisiting a favorite game called Storymatic. So for those of you who maybe didn't join us the first time around, the Storymatic is a game that I have played with my family since my kids were really little. It is a box of cards, and those cards come with two different categories. One is like an item, a plot element that would be incorporated in a story, and the other one is a character. And the way you play the original game, you draw one or two of each, and then you try to come up with a story idea that incorporates them. Because we like to make things extra challenging, I have my own little middle section, which just has tropes, and that trope gets worked into it. So the way we play this game when we do it here on Between the Lines, I draw one card from each section plus a trope card. And then it is the ladies' job, you're welcome, ladies, to come up with a very, very basic story idea. So not a whole synopsis, not a whole outline, kind of what we would call an elevator pitch. Story idea that incorporates those things. It's fun because we come up with new story ideas, which who knows, might cue something in our brains for a future book. It's also fun because I know they kind of hate it, and those make the best games ever. So during the portion where they will be writing down, I say they, I'll do it too, where we will be writing down our kind of basic story idea, we'll speed up the recording so you don't have to sit here for the 5 or so minutes that we'll take to come up with our ideas. So you ready, ladies?
No.
Okay.
My family started playing this ages ago because it's a great brainstorming thing. It would help me kind of get through slumps in my writing. So that's where this started. So I'm just going to say you're welcome. This is just me preemptively helping you with your inevitable writer's block, right?
Right. I totally bought that game after we played it last time. Have I played it with my family? No, but I could.
But, oh my gosh. All right, here we go. So your first plot element. Neighbors who are not neighborly. Interpret that how you will. Your character that you have to incorporate is an explorer. And I'm going to pull up a trope. Oh man, I can't pick up my cards. Here we go. And the trope is fake romance.
Oh gosh.
So one more time. A fake romance that somehow involves neighbors who are not very neighborly and an explorer.
This book just writes itself.
I know. So,
can I pass on this game?
I think Esther and Sarah should do ours for us, and then we'll just listen to what we can do.
Oh no, we
Yeah.
want to hear it.
How
You
about
guys,
we just clap?
no. You're gonna come up with amazing things. I know it.
like I said, it doesn't have to be super detailed. Very general, basic idea.
So if we say an explorer had a fake romance with somebody,
With a neighbor they don't like.
a neighbor that they didn't like,
We're
It
done.
needs to be a
We're done.
little more of a story than that, Tracy.
we can't just repeat what you said. Is what
You
you're
need a
telling
bomb or a gun.
Yes,
Okay.
Somewhere.
it's always the missing element.
Explorers. Well, okay, maybe the bomb disposal guy, but
See?
Interpret all of that how you will. So
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and do our writing. We will speed this up for the actual episode when y'all are listening. Ready? Go.
There we go.
All right. Okay, let's start with Tracy.
I knew it. I told you it's bad. Okay.
That's why I want to start there. Those are always the best ones.
We were talking not long ago about how there's always one of us who is always so bad at the games that it's laughable. I don't understand why it's always me, but that's okay. Okay, so my story is we have Jake, who returns from a research expedition. I was thinking archaeologist because Esther's here and, she would appreciate that. So when she finds that his new next door neighbor has taken over his driveway with 2 of the cars that he is fixing up because nobody was using the driveway. So he decided he would use it.
Okay.
And so convinced, and because Jake can't get this guy, he gets him to move one of the cars behind it, but he's like, well, you don't need the space, so it doesn't matter. And so Jake convinces one of his friend Alyssa, to pretend to be his girlfriend so he can demand that the neighbor has to move his car to make room for the girlfriend. That is my very lame,
awesome
story.
Fantastic.
Poor Jake and Alyssa taking on the guy.
But got all the elements of a good story and then some.
Tracy, do they fall in love? Do they fall in love, though?
For real,
of course
though,
they
in
have
the
to
end.
fall in love.
Okay.
I was just trying to get the parking space back. She said it was only an elevator pitch. So
That's right. That's right. All right.
So
Okay. Esther, what have you got?
all right.
Oh no,
Here
she's
we
clearing
go.
a throat. This is serious business.
It's really not. Really not. Amy needs a neighbor to take care of her animals while she is off exploring. But the HOA would not allow long-term animal care unless she is married to the caretaker. John happens to love her 4 cows, so he volunteers. The catch is they have to live together when she gets back as well to keep up the ruse. However, they never get along when Amy is home. When she confronts him, he confesses that he really wants to be an explorer too. And he hates the fact that whenever she's home, she's just planning to leave him. So they move to a house with no HOA, hire someone to take care of Bessie, Dot, Lucy, and Jill, and set off on a grand adventure, this time together. The end.
that was great.
I love that it's an HOA that requires sham marriages but allows cows.
You didn't say it had to be plausible.
No, but I
No.
love it. I love it. All right, Sean, give us what you got.
All right. Okay, Edward is an explorer and he is up in the Lofoten Islands in Norway, way up past the Arctic Circle, and he's been exploring the mountains, but it is bucketing down with rain. So he finally makes it back to the little huts where he's supposed to be staying. There's only 2 of them, and he goes to the one that he was assigned to and knocks on the door or opens the door and finds somebody else there. So he thinks, oh, I must have made a mistake. So he goes to the next one, and there's a big gruff man there, and he says, no, my daughter's in that one and we're in this one and there's no room. And he's desperate because he's soaking wet, pouring with rain. So the girl in the first one comes over and says, oh no, Dad, this isn't a stranger. This is my fiance. And he's like, yeah, but you still can't be in that same hut with them. And she says, okay, we'll send Mom over here and he will stay with you because you're the grumpy neighbor.
I love it.
Sean pulled it off,
masterpiece.
ladies.
Oh.
I think this
And
game is
nobody
most
wants to
torturous
read
for
that
Sean.
one.
I would totally read that. 100%.
I love it.
In the end, though, he wins over the dad and actually
And the one
falls
he
in love
wins
with
over the dad. They go
daughter.
fishing together, and
Yes.
I love it.
I would read that for sure.
Excellent. All right, here was mine. The president of the Dora the Explorer fan club
I almost did Dora the Explorer.
is running for re-election unopposed.
Ooh.
Victory is within her grasp until a last-minute write-in candidate threatens to steal it from her. None other than her next-door neighbor, who wants to seize control and change their sacred fandom into a club for fans of Swiper. Our brave heroine teams up with her current vice president to infiltrate the Swiper mafia by faking a romance with her rival. Will they be defeated, or will Swiper finally listen when he's told Swiper no swiping?
That's amazing. I might not read that one, but
I wouldn't read it.
but also amazing.
Oh, I think I kind of cheated on the Explorer, but
No, that was awesome. It's a twist. That is
Yes,
like
it's a twist.
classic
It was
author
the
move.
president of the club. Yes.
my gosh, everyone's dream come true to be the president of the Dora the Explorer family.
Yes.
As an adult,
Absolutely.
apparently.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do one more round, ladies. Just one more.
Yeah.
Okay. No explorers.
Yeah, well, that card has been set aside.
card's
It
been
won't
pulled.
be drawn again.
Right.
I love that my explorer was just a random explorer. Everybody else found something to explore. Mine was just, she's an explorer.
She's an explorer.
What she
Surprise,
does.
surprise. Okay, so our character we have to incorporate a person who doesn't get the hint.
Mm.
Our plot element, unclaimed baggage, and our trope. Oh, Tracy, it's not a romance trope this time. Our trope is going undercover.
Ooh.
Mm.
So to recap, a person who doesn't get the hint, however you want to interpret that,
Ooh, this one's harder.
unclaimed baggage, and going undercover. Good luck, everyone.
How do you do this to us?
I'm the
Oh,
worst. All right, here we go. Okay, so as a reminder, our elements were unclaimed baggage, person who doesn't get the hint, and our trope was going undercover. Ooh. We're gonna start with Esther because she said hers was long, and that is intriguing.
It's kind of 2 pages. Feels
Ooh,
long.
wow.
Windy. It's a long and windy road here. I've got dialogue in this one even. So
Ooh.
there we go. Okay, Bessie is a fashion YouTuber who loves to get deals on clothes from random sources. One of them is the unclaimed luggage department. But when she buys a coat with a mysterious message in the pocket and a ticket to the opera to meet, she can't help but go. Once she's in her seat, the man next to her takes one look at the coat and says, "Charisse, I can't believe you actually came." Bessie blushes. "I'm actually not Charisse." "That sounds like something Charisse would say," says the man. "I knew you couldn't resist this ticket." "No, really, I'm not Charisse." "Then how did you get the ticket?" "It came with the coat when I bought it." "Charisse would never sell that coat. It is her trademark." "She didn't sell it. She lost it. If she lost it, how did you buy it?" Oh, this is good stuff.
Riveting.
The
Turn the
curtain
page,
goes
keep
up.
going.
The curtain goes up and they are silent until intermission. Bessie's tears streak down her face as the lights go up. The man wipes her cheeks gently. "Don't cry, Charisse. I won't detonate the bomb as long as you follow me to the next destination." Bessie's heart stops. She secretly presses live on her YouTube channel and finally accepts the fact that she will be Charisse until this madman has been stopped. I think I was laughing when I said the word bomb, so
Can
hopefully
we
people caught that.
Has anybody else noticed that Esther has written 2 stories? In the first one, there was a Bessie the cow, and in the second one, there was a Bessie the heroine. And I'm feeling like all sorts of like Bessie vibes here.
Who is
But
the
I
real
think it
I
Bessie?
love it.
I think it goes back to the fact that she can never name characters and always repeats them.
I do.
See?
And good eye, Sean. Good shot. And I didn't even connect that that's your last name, actually. So I saw your name and it was just like a not
You know where
supposed to
the
be that.
inspiration came from. She's like, Bessie.
She was spelling it I-E, not E-Y.
Well,
Right,
just
Esther?
Y. Well, just no E is how I was
Okay,
saying.
well, I knew it was spelled
So it's
differently.
different. Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
That's
Sorry,
all right.
Sean.
That's okay.
I'm
It's my
Charisse
husband's
now.
name.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, I'll go next. Mine's not nearly as long. It's also not nearly
Sorry.
as good. So we're not. Okay. We're going to discover why Sarah doesn't write spy thrillers. Ready? It's Bob's first day as a spy.
It's a great start.
Good opening, right? Something he's dreamed of all his life. His mission is simple. Grab the suitcase at baggage claim that belongs to a fellow operative who will be undercover as a flight attendant. That can't go wrong. But when he tries to take the bags of 8 different flight attendants in a row, only to discover none of them are the one he's looking for, he fears his mission is doomed. With TSA on their way to baggage claim to deal with a rowdy passenger trying to steal luggage, can Bob find the actual suitcase among all the unclaimed baggage in time to make his escape, or will his first mission be his last? Bum, 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 dum.
I love it.
There you go. All right.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Sean, what do you have for us?
Well, there's obviously a theme of airport baggage. So, so Levi has no idea how his bag of forgery equipment ended up in Istanbul when it was supposed to be in Greece. But he travels to Istanbul to reclaim it, but realizes it is going to be a lot more difficult than he thought because the tag has his alias on it, and the only ID he has his real name and his Interpol ID. And the guy at the lost baggage claim does not speak English or Greek and completely believes that his Interpol card is nothing more than his driver's license.
I love it.
That's it.
I love it. You got all the elements in. There's suspense. Brilliant. Brilliant. All right, Tracy, bring us home.
Well, mine is not good, but
but ours were brilliant.
These guys are all brilliant, but mine is not good. Okay, so we have Amber, who is an operative for the CIA, and she's been tasked to travel to London to examine a piece of unclaimed luggage that belongs to Hans, an international smuggler. And she's hoping to use it as bait and capture the smuggler. So when she arrives in London, she finds that Sue, her SIS counterpart, has already stepped in and taken possession of the suitcase and now has it in lockup instead of at the airport where they are going to set the trap, along with the millions of dollars of diamonds that are contained inside. So Amber tries to get Sue to return the suitcase so that she can take it back to the airport, but Sue is so concerned about losing the diamonds that she refuses to let it out of lockup. So Amber finds Jack, who is willing to get a clue, and helps her break the diamonds and the suitcase out of lockup so that they can set the trap and capture Hans.
Nice.
So we have a clueless new agent. Poor Brit.
So all our listeners now realize why we take so long to write our book.
Because we need a good idea?
Because it doesn't come flowing out.
Right? Oh my gosh. Well, and the fact that Sean used the term Interpol and Tracy tossed in things like SIS, was that the acronym you threw out? And mine
Yes, what
was,
people
it's
call it
Bob's first day
MI6
as a
at
spy.
school.
You can tell who doesn't write thriller and suspense. And
They do call themselves spies, right? That is like,
No, they actually
just
don't.
joking.
They call themselves Charisse.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Well, ladies, I know this isn't your favorite game, but it's one of mine. Makes me laugh every time. So thank you for indulging me. I promise we won't come back to this one for a while. But for all of our listeners out there, I've drawn. This is why we have editors. I've drawn cards so that you can come up with stories of your own. Your elements: character, a motivational speaker.
Ooh.
Your plot element is here comes trouble. Ooh. And your trope is a matchmaking mother. So those are your 3 elements to incorporate into it. Have fun. Come up with a story of your own. We would love to hear what you come up with. Leave us comments on this video on YouTube or on our social media. We can't wait to read what you come up with. And despite their objections, I think these ladies can't wait to play this game again.
We can't wait to read their answers.
There you go. Fantastic. Well, thank you everyone for being here with us for this special game episode of Between the Lines, and we will see you next time.